Hello everyone, this is Jasmine, aka Gladiatorinsweats, and I'm here with a brief overview of Uranus Retrograde 2018, just going over a little bit of a tarot message, just not going over it in too much in depth, just going over it more intuitively, and let's go from there. So just talking about Uranus Retrograde that goes into effect today, or I don't even really want to say goes into effect today, but Uranus completes the retrograde party of the summer, joining Mercury, Mars, Saturn, Neptune, and Pluto, all of them retrograde at this time. So not just that, but that concludes all of the trans-Saturnian planets in retrograde now as well. So I feel that this is like the final key, if you will, to us getting this like direct channel, direct access to this higher consciousness, this higher galactic consciousness, this unity consciousness. So I feel that this is going to be a very inspirational, radical, electrifying 5-month period up through to January, where there'll be these changes, I feel, directly channeled into us, as well as the planet Earth as a whole, where, we have Uranus in Taurus. And so I feel with this being retrograde, there'll be these direct shifts within our planet. So maybe with earthquakes or any other sort of natural phenomena that creates some sort of quote unquote disruption, but ultimately all plays a part in this grand transformation, this grand shift that's taking place for us all. So even as we are going through these transformations on a mental, spiritual, cellular level, the same is happening for the earth. And so I feel that may be taking place. But again, there's this direct connection to this Uranian energy, where we may be also creating opportunity for these intuitive breakthroughs, for us to even look back on the sudden changes and shifts that have taken place since Uranus did enter Taurus earlier this year, I believe in May, but also just when I believe that was May, but even just from the beginning of this year, since it will be retrograding all the way back, I believe, to the 28th, maybe 29th degree in Aries. But all that to say, giving us a chance to really not just relook at things, but again, kind of reintegrate these experiences from a higher understanding, where we're going through this final tour of the last degrees of Aries for Uranus for quite a while, as it takes about 7 years for Uranus to transit the signs. So it'll be a minute before Uranus is back in Aries. So all that to say, what is really being reviewed, what's being radicalized for good. So one thing I did notice, which I guess I'll learn more as time goes on, because as I have stated, or I guess as I'll just state now, I don't consider myself an expert in astrology, just an avid lover, an avid student. So I know, or I've seen, or as I notice in the charts, Uranus will form this closer and closer T-square between the nodes, especially beginning in November, where there'll be this exact square at 29 degrees. So Uranus will be at 29 degrees of Aries, and the nodes will actually be at 29 degrees Cancer and Capricorn. And so my first instinctual thought is, first off, is that this is all cardinal energy, all very outward, masculine, again, very expressively outward energy. And so with Uranus kind of being this apex point between the square going on between, again, like I said, both the nodes, the north and south node, intuitively, I just feel like there's this grand. I feel Uranus. I mean, I've been mentioning this for a while, that Uranus feels like this ultimate leader and conductor in this. And I guess that ultimately makes sense when you think about Aquarius as the playwright, and you think about Aquarius as the ultimate, like I said, the playwright, the person who writes the script, the writer of the script. And so I guess just getting into the cards, because I just pulled a few cards, but I feel they're very significant and very much underlying this message that I just discussed or just brought up. So for what is being reviewed, I pulled this Nine of Swords in reverse. And so I felt here, this is about the truths that we have told ourselves, or maybe have been told, that ultimately prove to be deceptions. And even the way that these swords are kind of coming this character's way, this could even be just about like projections, and maybe ultimately realizing that these aren't your own thoughts. Maybe it's the fact that you start to realize this isn't actually how you feel about yourself, but these are doubts and fears that only kind of serve to keep you out of your power, to keep you stuck in this state of fear, doubt, in the state of lack. Not just that, but again, about these things that maybe you even believed to be something to worry about or stress about. Nine of Swords can tend to be about like your stress, your worries, your anxieties, but I see it as more the long-term anxieties, not just like something that happened to come up, but the long-term anxieties. So collectively, this could be about the long-term worrying about paying our bills, or just the long-term worrying about our standing in our relationships, or standing in our job, or just everything in general, the things that we tend to worry about that can be individual to each person. So whatever it is that you may have felt was something to worry or stress about, this could even be about releasing negative thought patterns, things that have wreaked havoc on our psyche, and ultimately healing these things, releasing the pain from these things, healing. What is being radicalized for good? I received this Ace of Swords. So of all cards to be drawn, the Ace of Swords, it's not just the truth, it's your truth. It's the underlying thread of truth that ultimately holds reality together as is. So this could even be, when I see this, I even see the way that this light is shining, even like as a third eye. So I feel this is seeing things so clearly, eagle eye clarity, like seeing above these lower mind, lower chakra issues, these lower, I guess what people even label as like matrix consciousness issues, lack consciousness, those sorts of things. Ultimately, I feel there's this electrifying like crown chakra energy that aligns us with our truth, even more so, but aligns us with our monad group, aligns us with our higher self in the truest of natures. When I see the one card that I pulled for the Oracle, as well as underneath the Six of Swords, we have the Hermit, and then this Eight of Wands. So I feel like this is all this really, this, I don't even know if intense is really the word, but I feel like it's sharp, this very sharp clarity in alignment with our truth. And I feel direct consciousness, not direct consciousness, like direct connection to this higher consciousness. Even with the Angelarium deck, the cards that I pulled was the Angel of Dreams, Angel of Memory, and Angel of Mercy. And so, yeah, definitely see this as we're starting to see not just the duality, but see through the duality. Like what comes to mind when this Angel of Dreams card comes up is like at a pool of water, and maybe when you're looking at the reflection, and then there's something that like hits the water, just a ripple effect happens, or something just happens, a glitch happens, to where you see, wait, this is a reflection. This is, or not just that this is reflection, but that this is, like, there's a shattering of the reality. There's a shattering of things. complete like waking up, I feel, from the slumber. So yeah, I'm just gonna end it there and try and keep it short and sweet. So thank you so much for tuning in, as always. Thank you to the new subscribers as well as the returning ones. I'm so appreciative of all the support, and just I'm just really appreciative. I am always just really happy to wake up and to get to do these messages for everyone. And even, as I'm talking about all of this clarity, I feel like I receive so much clarity about what it is that I want to do. And I just get so much pleasure from getting to learn and express the things that I learn. So yeah, enough with that. Feel free to check out any of the previous content, like the daily message for today. I'm uploading this as of Tuesday, August 7th, so feel free to check out any of the content since then if you haven't checked any of it out at the moment of you watching this video. But otherwise, do check the description box as well for info as well, like where to follow me. You can find me on Instagram primarily, as well as through my website if you'd like to book a reading, or just ways to contact me. Otherwise, I hope that you all have a wonderful day, as well as a wonderful retrograde with Uranus this next 5 months. So without further ado, I send you all my love, and I wish you all many, many blessings. And until next time.